Do you feel connected? Connected to things, to people, to the world? Do you feel like you're a part of it? Part of life? Do you feel like you're an active part of it? Like you're actually living in the world, in this place, the here and now?
When I was younger, I used to feel like I was a part of things. Like I was actively a part of a larger entity, a moving mechanism, a system of perpetual motion, like a cell. And we as humans, as living beings moving about, all part of a bigger whole. Almost as if God or something could see everything working together. Individual lives, each with our own story, all connected to one another.
As children, we don't have a real sense of place and time. In a way, we are the world, at least to our knowledge. And because we see it that way, we feel like we're more part of it, that we're somehow connected to the whole scheme of things, the bigger picture. We are part of the universe, a divine plan or something. I used to feel a part of things, that I was part of it. I had my place. I wasn't alone.
Now, it's hard to remember when I last felt that way. It's like I lost my footing or a piece of me or something went missing. I thought it might be a childlike feeling. Maybe aging has a way of shrinking perspective or blinding us to the way we once felt. I used to think there was like a magic switch when we become adults, and that everything just falls into place. I realized that we are the same mixed up kids our whole lives. Maybe getting old is just reconciling the then from now and putting it in its proper place.
Half the time I feel like I'm a ghost, really. Like I don't exist anymore. Perhaps I've died and I'm stuck in some kind of purgatory or limbo. Maybe someone couldn't spare a coin for me to cross the river, so I'm stuck on that foggy bank, disassociated from everyone and everything. Maybe the world ended, and we're just lingering remains of consciousness, shadows of what we once were. Maybe my wire got disconnected along the way somewhere. I just can't seem to find the plug.
But that can't be. I wake up, I go to work, I go through the motions of living. I must be alive. But I can't help to wonder, how many times in life have I walked by some stranger, wholly unaware that they could change me for the better, offer something that's been missing. Yet, I didn't even say hello. Never got the chance to even know them. How many missed opportunities, missed connections have there been? The person of my dreams, and I just have no idea.
It's as if fear rules us. We rarely reach out to one another, ask, confront, comfort. We don't even touch each other anymore. We're so guarded and inaccessible, so cut off from our wants and needs. We casually lie to one another, keep the conversation to a minimum. And when it comes to the people who are already in our lives, we stick to those who don't fulfill us, possibly out of desperation, out of knowing that meaningful connections take effort, that finding someone who very well may meet our need is difficult.
We stay out of fear of being alone, yet I know more people have to feel alone. Stay out of fear that our busy, hectic lives won't allow the effort to search. That the next friendship or lover might not fit into our lives. Fear that if we leave, we will always be alone. Because the rest of the world has been resigned to communal loneliness. We crave what is right in front of our eyes, what we see every day pass by us. Why do I remain silent?
There are 7 billion people in the world. How many of those people have I actually talked to? Have I actually listened to? Have I actually touched? We've been conditioned not to talk to people. That's been the norm. Hundreds of people pass me by every day, walking the street, on the bus, at work, at the grocery store. Hundreds of strangers. Did I let them stay strangers? We keep our distance, a protective bubble. In the end, cuts us off from the rest of the world.
We live in this digital age, everything online. I have a Facebook and all the social media apps. People from all over the world can see each other, talk to each other. Yet I find myself even less connected. More often than not, I find myself alone, and perhaps I saw friends during the day or interacted with the world in some form or fashion. Yet I find myself waiting for a message, a notification, some recognition, validation of my own existence. I'm real. Someone knows that. I'm here or there, alive.
I find it funny that before the internet, cell phones, I felt more connected. My sense of the world was more whole and complete. There seemed to be less chaos, less commotion, A quiet harmony that definitely was interrupted often, but always bounced back. Were we always this divided? Were we always this cut off? Am I disillusioned by some childlike ideal that we all matter? That we each have a place? We each have a piece of a collective pie that we all share? Or are those convenient lies?
Sometimes I think we've got it all wrong. We've been gifted a miracle, life. Yet we're missing some simple instructions. Something easy to recognize, easy to practice. Love one another. Help one another. Tolerate. And be kind. Is there one single principle that could bring us all together? Or are we doomed to forever to fight amongst each other, claiming we have the right answer? Where did we go wrong? Did we go wrong? Have I done something wrong?
Is there any meaning in this absurdity? Am I mad? Am I alone in these thoughts and feelings? Am I a victim of some delusion that we are all here for each other? And if only we shared the same ideal, might it make things easier? Am I responsible for how I feel? If I reached out more often, would I be surprised at the response I got? Are they just waiting for someone to make the first move? And if so, am I waiting for the same?
All these faces. All these people. A lifetime of strangers just passing by. Passing through and then fading into a history long forgotten. Why do I feel so alone? So lost in this sea of others? Will I always feel this disconnected? Or am I really just alone in my thoughts?